I love this car. Geordie and I bought it back probably about 15 years ago now. It was first came here in 1936, and Geordie's grandfather, the 6th Earl of Carnarvon, bought it from Jack Berkeley. And you bought cars in two sections. You bought the engine and then the carriage. And in those days, all the cars were spray painted the colour of the house livery. So we've got the navy blue, the flag, the red of the wheels, and then this wonderful French grey. So he chose all the colours. I think the details are wonderful. When we bought the car back, it was black and white. I think it might have been used for weddings or something like that. And we were so lucky to be offered it once more by the lovely German collector who had looked after it in the interim. However, I can understand why he sold it, because if you are a collector, it's fun to drive a car, but this was really made to be driven in by a chauffeur, even if I'm sharing the chauffeuring duties with the one and only Paul McTaggart. So I can understand that he very kindly let it come back to us. And the first thing we did was I wanted it sprayed back to the original colours. In fact, I made this a slightly duller red. I think Geordie's grandfather had a red which was really in your face. So I slightly changed that. But otherwise, it's an extraordinary tribute to British craftsmanship, actually, isn't it?
It certainly is.
And then Paul obviously used to drive Rolls-Royces for Jack Berkeley, for Victor Berkeley, the son of Jack Berkeley, from whom this car was bought. And the engine is amazing. So if you help me pull the engine up, which way down does it go? Both sides. So I'm going to just try and put that back on a little bit.
Okay, because that's a sealant.
There's always things that need doing.
Yeah.
Just like a house, the car always needs maintenance too. So the engine inside this is an extraordinary V12 engine. And actually this was the precursor of the engine that was put in the Spitfires during World War II. So at that point in time, this car had been mothballed and was sitting in a garage for the duration of the war. But the engine was the precursor of those extraordinary planes which helped save Britain in the Battle of Britain in 1940. You probably know more about the engine than I do, and more about the gears changing.
The gear change, maybe not so much the engine, because it's a different engine to what you have now, as it's a V12, whether they do have a V12, but it's more open, whereas modern cars now are all shielded in. But checking the oil's completely different. The oil, it's a going about doing a service on this is almost a project and a whole day. Yes, because it's so mechanical.
And when we park it up, we've got a trickle charge for the battery, haven't we? Otherwise you lose that. So we've learned a lot about how to look after the car, Rollo the Rolls-Royce, a little bit better.
Indeed, and things like changing the wheels, they're only one nut. It's on a very fine spline, and you've got to come off and to jack the car up it's 3 ton of car to go up on a jack, and it's quite. I've never changed a wheel on a car like this. I've done many on modern cars, but never on a car like this. I'm not.
I don't think if you reckon.
I'm not looking forward to it.
No, let's not do that. But it is extraordinary, and as he said, it's 3 tons, so that's why when I'm trying to turn the steering wheel with no power steering, it's quite probably good exercise.
Yes,
well,
see, what you're supposed to do is you sort of tend to do, like, put it through your hands like that, but because it's got no power steering, you end up with some big muscles.
So that's what you're blaming for your big muscles, is it? So I don't always, and sometimes as I'm turning a corner, I tend to knock the hooter with my arm. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Now at the back, so the front opens here and comes this way, and then the back opens more like a normal car door, and I've put our crossed C's and coronet on there. So it's beautifully put together with a window here which you could wind up to have complete privacy, so that Paul couldn't hear what you were saying.
So that's known as a privacy glass. So you have glass up so the driver can see the occupants in the back, but then you have a shield. So when the people in the back don't want to be seen by the driver, they just put it up and just ignore him, basically.
So that's that one. And then in the boot here, I
The
never
boot has a key and a key like this. No other car has this. So it has an angle. You have to put in a slot into one at an angle, and it's just sort of like hit and miss to whether you get it in the right place. Sometimes you go straight in. Other times it's like a lottery. There we go. There we are. And it pulls open. And this is where we store, or well, where I store all the cleaning stuff for the car.
It should, in fact, have a really nice hamper in it.
It should do, and the hamper would be on there, and it would be, and you would have your picnic on there.
And you'd be very kindly serving me a lovely crystal clear glass
Indeed,
of champagne.
I would, yeah.
Heaven, or not. In which case, it's just cleaning materials. In today's world, I think
what is lovely about the car is it's got a lovely shut to it. It's got like a coach front to it, just lovely, like an old-fashioned coach.
And then the petrol's on this side.
Petrol's on that side.
So it's not very green, is it? It goes about 11 miles to the gallon.
Something about that, yeah.
I know. But it was made for a different era. And it's not used that often, but it gives everyone much clever. Now, the number plate is also worthwhile discussing because HC204, that was the telephone number for Highclere Castle when we first got a telephone, this new apparatus, which Maggie Smith contemplated here in the castle. So you'd ring up the operator and say, please, can I have Highclere 204? And there it is on the car. Quite fun, isn't it? A much longer number now. Quite different. Right, let's see if the dogs are ready. I think I hear them. Come on then. Hello, Isla. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Oh, well done. Well done. Wonderful. Come on then. Come on. Well done. Not enough dogs. So this is Downton Abbey, Highclere Castle, and it's Dogton Abbey. So I definitely don't have enough Labradors. They are full of such love. Poppykins, Popsicle, Poppy, 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 here. Okay, can everybody sit? Sit. Good girls. Isla, sit, darling. Stella, sit. Sit. Are you going to sit, either of you two chaps? No, sit and stay. Scooby-Doo, there's no food in that direction. Come on, here. Scooby-Doo. Well done, well done. No, down.